A very pleasant good afternoon to all of our football fans. We thank you for joining us this afternoon, yet another wonderful Sunday evening, and welcome to the KFC Interbank Football League. We want to thank you again for joining us. I am your commentator this afternoon, Mr. Mortimer Primo, and it's indeed my greatest pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. This afternoon we have, in this encounter, we have our doubleheader this afternoon. The first of those doubleheaders, we are going to be looking at Guardian Group and First Citizens Bank versus First Citizens Bank. First Citizens Bank now stands at 9th place in the league, and versus Guardian, who are not too far away in 8th place. So they're just one place separates them this afternoon. And these two teams would want to make the best of this encounter to see themselves move up on this table. This is week 8 of the KFC Interbank League, Football League, and we are happy to have you join us this afternoon. We're just about a couple of minutes away from kickoff, and the teams are just going to get their final instructions from the ref, and we should be heading into this encounter this afternoon. It has been quite an enthralling experience to see how far the league and the players themselves have grown exponentially over these past couple of weeks, and we really want to commend them. We want to commend the organizers for the great job that they have been doing. And this afternoon, again, we are happy to have the sunshine, coming out. We've had to brave the inclement weather over the last 2 days, over the weekend. It has rained in certain parts of Trinidad, more so in the east of Trinidad. We are here coming to you live from the O'Mera grounds, and we look forward to this exciting encounter this afternoon. We know that the players are going to have to brave some difficult ground conditions. It is not the best that you would think. We know that it's going to be a little bit damp, and hopefully the ball doesn't get held up in the turf. But we look forward to a very exciting encounter between these two teams. This afternoon, we have leading the team captain for Team Guardian Group is Rafael Critchlow. And Critchlow, again, is the right back, playing the right back, but apologies, he's the center forward. I'm going to be playing in that position. That's Rafael Critchlow. And team captain for Citizens Bank is Mr. Tevin Peters, and we look forward to a very exciting encounter between these two teams. We are coming to you live this afternoon, and we really want to thank our corporate sponsors, KFC, celebrating their 50th anniversary in Trinidad and Tobago. And it's those of you KFC lovers, we know that you can venture to any one of their locations throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and you can feast on any of their succulent combos and packages that they have there for you. We know that I'm definitely a fan of the two-piece special. I love myself a mixture of the original and the spicy, and a portion of fries and some coleslaw. But it's quite exciting. I know that you all have your preference, but we really want to commend them on the longevity and the excellence at which they have conducted themselves as it relates to business and service throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So again, congratulations to our corporate sponsors, KFC, on their 50th anniversary. And we look forward to them continuing to support this wonderful venture. So again, welcome to all of our viewers wherever you are to the KFC Interbank Football League. This afternoon, we will be in our first encounter. We'll have 9th place First Citizens coming up against 8th place Guardian Group, and we're just about getting ready for kickoff. The teams are gathered there and getting the final instructions from our ref this afternoon. And our ref, Mr. Stephen Jones, is going to be taking control of this encounter, a very experienced referee, and look forward to him calling this match. I look forward to the excitement and the exuberance that these two teams will bring. So we have First Citizens who will be running a 4-4-2 this afternoon. In the back in the defense we have Alfie James, Akel Harley, Tevin Peters, and Marshall Degazon. Playing in the back we also have Kwame James and Kyle Cambridge, who will be lining up there. Those are the subs as well as the starters. We have in goal, we have Christian Burkett, the First Citizens bank keeper. In the midfield, we have Astral Edwards, Nikal Stevens, Shaquille Edwards, our forward this afternoon, and this is our marquee player, Andel Jones. Also in the midfield, Shaquille Edwards, Nikal Stevens. We ought to be looking out for these guys. We have Robert Castellano. Again, those are marquee players, and definitely they are going to be looking to make a difference in this encounter this afternoon. On the Guardian Group side, we have our starters for this afternoon. We have Rafael Critchlow, our captain, Cleavon Brathwaite. We have Jack Spoon Lewis, Cornette Thompson, Jonathan Skinner, Jared Rogers in goal. We have Rogers in goal. Rogers played a very good hand for his team, has managed to help his team significantly in this competition. We have right centre forward, we have Emmanuel Russell. We have Ajani McIntyre, Tariq Ransom, and we have Kelshal Alexander. Coming off, and the subs that will be coming in this afternoon in this encounter, we have Shea Critchlow, Malcolm Andrews, Malik Adley, and Kadeem Drayton. And Guardian Group has chosen to go with a 4-4-3 lineup this afternoon, and team coach Ansel. And we really want to wish the two teams the best, and as they come out this afternoon to play some exciting football. Again, thankfully, those gray skies that we were seeing just a short while ago, they've managed to move away. They've managed to move away, and we have the sun has come out brilliantly this afternoon, and we look forward to this encounter. So thank you again for joining us, all of our viewers. We welcome you to the KFC Interbank Football League, and as the teams are making their way out to center field, just about to get their final instructions, and kickoff should be shortly. And this afternoon we have joining us again our AR1 and 2. We have Nakia Harewood and Mr. Phillips are going to be playing the supporting role to Mr. Stephen Jones this afternoon. And we want to indeed look forward to an exciting encounter this afternoon as the teams are in their team huddle and just about to get this ball rolling. And looking forward to an exciting time. Again, these two teams are barely separated on the table. It's 8th and 9th place coming up again in this 8th week of the KFC Interbank Football League. It looks to be an exciting encounter, an exciting clash. Definitely each team is going to be looking to exert their dominance in each other and definitely looking to come away with a win this afternoon. And we know that they're going to be looking to make the best of this opportunity to see themselves do one better on the table. So we're just about a couple of seconds away from kickoff. In goal for Guardian, we have Jared Rogers, and we have Christian Burkett in goal for, and that's kickoff, and we are underway this afternoon in this encounter. Looks to be an exciting one. This one starts with First Citizens Bank having the first touch of the ball, playing good touches, trying to get it on. That's a good forward ball there. But that one is intercepted by Guardian. Guardian with the interception, and Guardian looking to make its first move. And here comes Guardian group. That one again is intercepted, but right back to Guardian. Looking to throw that one into the box, and Poon Lewis manages, and Critchlow still on the ball, the captain. That one goes wide, goes a begging, but manages to control. Played a good dummy there. And Poon Lewis on the ball there. Poon Lewis looking to get into stride as early as possible. The ball seems to be moving. That one goes into Critchlow, the captain. Critchlow looks to make a play there, and that one goes wide, stretches for it. But that one goes wide. And Raphael Critchlow with the first attempt at goal, but that one goes wide for him. It would definitely want to count it as a half chance. That one came into the box. He looked to reach for it, but didn't get any power behind that. It was more of a stretch, but just managed to get his foot to it. But that one went wide, and no scare there really for Citizens Bank, and that one is played out. Comes into midfield, met by the defense. And here comes First Citizen with their first opportunity right in front of goal. And that shot, and that one is saved. A brilliant save. Second opportunity, another brilliant save there by Guardian Group. An absolutely brilliant, two brilliant saves by Rogers. First Citizens Bank having two bites at the cherry there. And Rogers coming up trumps his team. But here it's swung in well. But that one goes wide. But Rogers, the keeper there, doing the business for his team. That's Jared Rogers. Absolutely brilliant in front of goal, and two shots on goal there. And Rogers has been absolutely brilliant at the very start of this game. He has been absolutely brilliant. And that one is played out. It's right back to First Citizens Bank, looking to try to exert some dominance here. That one is passed in, and Kyle Cambridge on the ball. Cambridge swings it in. Ricochets off the captain Raphael Critchlow of Guardian. Critchlow still on the ball there. Very menacing. Marshall Gazon there, and that one is called out of play. And Cambridge had an opportunity there to swing one in Poon Lewis. That one only goes as far as Critchlow, and Critchlow looks to making a run for it here. And that one is called out of play, and it's going to be a free kick to First Citizens. This match has started at a very high tempo. First Citizens has had 2 opportunities at goal, which was brilliantly saved by Rogers, Jared Rogers, the keeper. That one is swung in. And here comes Guardian. Guardian can make a break for it. And here's Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis has Critchlow to his right. Looks to pass, but that one is intercepted. A timely interception there for First Citizens. And here they come again, looking to make a move. There is First Citizens. Another brilliant save by Rogers. Looks to get another opportunity, and that one goes wide. But Rogers again coming up trumps for his team. Nikel Stevens with a shot on goal, but brilliantly saved again by Rogers. That is number 3 for him this afternoon. He's had lots of work to do. He's been kept very busy there in goal, but he's been doing an absolute brilliant job for his team. That one is swung in. That ball comes right in front of goal. It looks to have ricocheted and signals it came off of a Guardian player, and therefore it's going to be a corner to First Citizens. And Cambridge looks to be going to be the one who's going to swing this one in. And Cambridge swings that one in. And Rogers with an attempt. Rogers gets a hand to it. That one goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to First Citizens. That one is kept under control though by Guardian, and Guardian is looking to, that one goes right back to goalkeeper Rogers. Rogers is going to swing it right up the middle, but not what he intended. Here comes Cambridge again. Cambridge evades one player, throws that one in, but that one goes out wide and is going to go out to the back for a goal kick. But First Citizens have come out swinging this afternoon. They've had the better opportunities. They've had 3 shots on goal, all of them brilliantly saved by Rogers, doing a brilliant job keeping his team in this encounter. We've seen one half chance from Guardian. That one was meant for Critchlow, the captain, but good header there by the number 24 in defense there, Tevin Peters. Peters with those long flowing locks, but here comes Guardian with an opportunity. That one is looking, but Peters again getting a boot to it. But here comes Guardian, still with Guardian again. That one is played right back to, it's called offside. And it's Guardian's ball. Shea Critchlow with that one. Critchlow looking for that one is controlled by First Citizens, and here that's a good forward ball, but nothing that Rogers cannot handle. He holds on to it comfortably and swings that one back out, looking for Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis has an opportunity there with space on the left, but And Poon Lewis is fouled there on the left wing, and the slippery slope and the ground has not been helping at all. They're going to have to try to make the best of the conditions here. We had some torrential rains this afternoon. And this one is going to be swung in by First Citizens, a free kick to them. That one is swung in, but well met header. Good bit of skill there by Guardian man. Looks to be a foul there. Holding on to his, being held back there is number 4 from Guardian there. And an infringement which gives Guardian Group a free kick. One which they will relish. And is it going to be Critchlow? Critchlow lines this one up. No, but a good dummy there by Critchlow looking for Poon Lewis. But that one misses Poon Lewis, but it's not far off, and that one is swung out wide and over the crossbar. But another opportunity gone up begging for Guardian Group. And that's an attempt they had there, not too far up. That one was intended for Poon Lewis, but that one goes wide, and another opportunity gone up begging. This afternoon, it's good to have my co-commentator here, Mr. Jovan Ravello, joining me. Mr. Ravello, a pleasant good afternoon to you. How are you this afternoon, sir?
Hey man, how you doing? Late and great. It's been a very good afternoon for football so far. Thank you for holding it down for me. Last couple moments of this match.
It's a pleasure to have you, man. And here comes Guardian, looking to get that one in, and that one is looking for Critchlow. Good bit of defending there by Peters. Peters has been in the way of Guardian all afternoon. He's been very menacing in that defense. That one is swung out, not too far out though. Looking for Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis looking to make the run. And that one is a shot that goes wide. Another missed opportunity there.
Yeah, if it was on target, it may have troubled Christian Burkett there in the FCB goal, the First Citizens goal. But certainly a good passage of play from Guardian Group. Just about 9 minutes, or we're in the 9th minute of this match. Team still jostling for position, trying to settle themselves and really get oriented for what will be a long 90 minutes, you have to think, for both of these outfits.
Definitely, they're battling at 8th and 9th place respectively.
And it's easy, it's almost easy at this point if you don't take the pressure on too much.
That's right.
You don't have much expectation on you at this point. It's just time to really get yourself in the groove. Really build your season from this point.
And here comes Guardian. That's an infringement there, and it's going to be a free kick to Guardian. That one goes back to Rogers. Rogers has been absolutely brilliant in goal with 3 magnificent saves this afternoon in these opening minutes of this encounter. But here comes First Citizens again, looking to exert their dominance. That one has been intercepted, and Poon Lewis on the wing. He hasn't had much touches this afternoon, but here he is on the ball. And here comes Critchlow. Critchlow looking for a shot at goal. Brilliantly saved though by Rogers. By Burkett. My apologies.
So good save from Burkett. He had to keep his eye on that one. Just trying to skid it off the pitch was Critchlow. Do well to recover this ball, Guardian group. Almost the commentator's curse, immediately giving it away.
Good passage of play there from First Citizens. And this one looks promising. Kyle Cambridge with space. My apologies, that's Astral rather. That's Astral Edwards, wearing the number 23.
And that shot from Andel Jones, you can see his intention. Just getting it in some space, just unable to get the technique right to just put it into the far post, the inside of that far post. Good attempt from him, a good sighter. You know what is required now. It's just the doing that is almost always difficult in this match of very quick thinking. It's mostly played in the brain. Physical condition will give you an advantage, but once your mental faculties are there, you can dominate.
Good bit of defending there, holding his man off there. It's Cleavon Brathwaite, playing a good hand so far this afternoon. And that was almost a serious clash there between Peters and Critchlow.
You can see the defender just appealing to the referee to keep his eye on play. Critchlow a bit too exuberant for his liking. So a nice little touch around the defender. Gives himself some room, does the man they call J-Man. This is Che. It's a great link up coming down this right side from Guardian Group.
And here comes, and that one is swung in, looking for Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis on the ball there. Poon Lewis, good dummy there, looks to beat his man inside out. Thought that he might have been fouled there, but nothing called by the referee. But managing to get it back is Guardian, and a good passage of play for them so far. And here comes Shea Critchlow. Critchlow with a good ball in. And a shot and goal. And that one is a brilliant shot. That one caught. Brilliant shot there.
That was Tariq Ransom. You can tell by the technique, the man with the blue stripe on his shorts. Great shot, just left Burkett a bit perplexed. He had to just watch that one just curl into his far corner. That is 1-0 to Guardian Group and a great strike.
Absolutely brilliant strike. That was an absolutely brilliant strike. It caught Burkett there, seemed to a bit surprised. And here comes Ransom again, looking to link up with Poon Lewis. And that one goes out of play, and Guardian with the ball again, and again that's 1-0, and that was a brilliant strike again.
That goal coming in the 14th minute of play. Tariq Ransom, he doesn't celebrate, he's not the most animated of footballers, but sure can hit them, as Mr. Burkett would be well aware of. Goal came with little celebration. Certainly is the lead for Guardian Group.
And that one is swung in by Critchlow. And finding himself losing his footing there is the number 4 from Guardian Group. Giving First Citizens an opportunity. They're looking to work the wing here now. Good bit of skill there by the number 9 from First Citizens. That's and switching on the left side there now is Critchlow, looking to have made a switch. Ransom back to Critchlow. Critchlow looking for Russell. And that one goes brilliantly into the back of the net. Burkett again seemed a bit bedazzled by that one. Didn't expect it to come and go right into goal, but that one has absolutely bamboozled him and into the back of the net, and it's a second goal there for Guardian coming out swinging this afternoon, Jovan.
Yeah, coming to life, Guardian life. That was a great shot. Well, looked to be a cross, but it ended up being one of the goals of the game so far. Not too far behind Tariq Ransom's finish. 16th minute, that is 2-0 to Guardian Group. For Citizens with it all to do at this point.
Certainly. And both attempts there looks to have caught Burkett unawares.
It's a great piece of football there from First Citizens. They look to rebuild.
That one in by Astral Edwards.
Just a bit overcooked from Edwards. He had a world of time and space. Didn't produce what was required in the moment. It's a great ball forward looking for Russell. Burkett does claim it. A little more determined to get his hand on the ball now, the keeper. It's a bit difficult being out of the game most of it and then having to really be on your P's and Q's in those small moments. Saying goes, who would be a keeper?
Certainly. And you can hear from the bellowing from the field there, is trying to urge his players on and asking them to stop being so lackadaisical and, get into the game. But it's been quite a challenge. This one is a throw-in for Guardian. And a foul throw by Critchlow, the right back.
Yeah, Che Critchlow really has been playing the game for a very long time. But these things do happen, just getting his foot off the ground. Well spotted by the linesman on this close side. Oh, it's an opportunity sneaking in there. Linesman of some repute. This is Abdallah Phillips. Just doing the duty, showing that, of course, he's a man for all seasons in this game.
Certainly is. Certainly is. And that shot there by Peters looks to... that one went very high, very aerial. But the breeze is blowing in a westerly direction. That one would have taken it away there. So it looked to be a good shot in, but unfortunately the wind took it away there.
Yeah, the keeper may have lost it in the air, thinking that it would fly out, given its initial trajectory. The wind helping it to just put some butterflies in the stomach on the far post. So we have a bit of an incident in the midfield. Seems to be a knock to a First Citizens player. Waiting on confirmation of man who is down. Slowly getting to his feet. That is Tevin Peters, the number 21, the defender, big central defender for First Citizens. Both of their centre backs are in the traditional mold. And of course, Astral Edwards, the dreadlocked other side of the duo. This one is going to be an easy one for the Guardian Group keeper.
That one strung in by Kyle Cambridge, but Rogers had that one well covered, managed to take it in, and this one comes out.
Cambridge will need to be very wary of Russell just streaming off his left shoulder, as it were. Does have a very good touch, but would have to work on his defensive awareness. You can see that touch from Cambridge, gets it out of his feet very quickly. Good distribution from the left back for First Citizens.
A good bit of defending there, though. Managed to keep it up. No. And that one is called an infringement there. This free kick is going to be taken, looks to be taken quickly, but just holds it back a little. And this one is going to be taken by Nicole Stevens. Stevens standing over the ball there. We have looking to head into that position the towering figure. Of Akil Hali. Another save, and that is a fortuitous one there. It took an awkward bounce and goes into goal. And First Citizens Bank with their first shot, that first shot there ricocheted. The keeper Rogers got hands to it. And that one was easily tapped in, giving First Citizens their first goal of this encounter. Coming in the 20th, just about the 21st minute.
Yeah, it's a bit businesslike from these teams. Not much celebration after the goals. First Citizens is cutting the deficit. Very businesslike, getting back to the center circle. They know it's not over yet.
Certainly not, quite pedestrian. He just calmly got back to the center point and no big show of emotion. But that's a good forward ball, looking to find Critchlow. Critchlow on the ball there, but he's been called for the offside.
Yeah, very short call here from the Club Sando assistant coach Abdallah Phillips. Led his team to a third place in the Caribbean Club Championship, the Caribbean Club Shield. Side full of youngsters, full of ability, full of potential, really. Man accustomed to guiding the youngsters in the national game. Himself a player of some repute. He's now guiding the way that this match will go. Doing a pretty good job, eh?
Certainly, and it's good to know that you have referees with such caliber and AR1s and 2s with such caliber calling your games. Absolutely brilliant. This one standing over it again is the man Stevens. And that one is headed down pretty easy for Rogers. He handles it and is looking to whip it out quickly, looking for... That one is Poon Lewis manages to get a touch on it. Again, that one has been aerial, just as far as the midfield. Russell with that one. Russell didn't manage to get control, but here he is on the ball. Very menacing is number 23 on Russell there. And that's the man, Astral Edwards. But Russell, not Russell, but that one is our goal scorer. Ransom there again with an opportunity that goes wide.
More from First Citizens. Promising stuff from them. Just unable to get past the very dogged Guardian group defense. Eventually give up a throw.
And First Citizens looking to get back into this game, looking for that equalizer. It has evaded them up to this point, but they're definitely going to be looking to get themselves back into this game. They have come into their own in the closing minutes of, not the closing minutes, but it's another foul throw there, and it's called, and it's going to be Guardian ball. Guardian is going to be looking to press to extend this 1-goal lead that they've had. They have that 1-goal cushion. But thanks to those brilliant saves from Rogers, the keeper, managing to keep First Citizens at bay. They've managed to breach him once. but he's done pretty well for himself and for his team up to this point. That one is whipped in, looking for Critchlow, the captain. Only as far as the midfield, headed back. Good 1-2 touch. Good bit of skill there by Tariq Ransom. Playing in that central midfield position. He's been the goal scorer. He's been pretty brilliant this afternoon. That one goes out of play. And it's going to be Guardians' ball. One comes into McIntyre, Johnny McIntyre. This one is played back. Another opportunity for First Citizens. Still on the ball there, but an infringement. And this one is called against First Citizens Bank. Looking for the man. Referee Stephen Jones calling it back and cautioning the player there. Some unsportsmanlike conduct. That one comes in, whipped in, but only as far as the midfield there. Good bit of header. Here is Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis looking to get that one. Doesn't have enough legs, but Poon Lewis manages to. Good bit of swing there on that one, intended for Critchlow. This one a little bit overcooked there. And intended for the number 23 there, a bit overcooked. Good 1-2 touch there. Poon Lewis on the ball and swings that one in. Looking for Russell. Russell and Poon Lewis having switched positions. And Critchlow with a shot. And a brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Looked absolutely brilliant. Images of Lionel Messi last night, Jovan. That one came from the man Critchlow. In the 27th minute there, Jovan.
Yeah, 28 minutes.
28th minute.
Just in the 28th, and what a strike from Critchlow. Don't know if he meant the first one, but certainly did the second. Catching Burkett just in the V. Excellent strike, Guardian Group on a roll. That's 3-0. My apologies, that's 3-1.
And that indeed, a brilliant shot there by the man, the captain, Rafael Critchlow. And images of Lionel Messi shot last night there in the top corner there.
You said it the first time. I was trying to avoid the comparison because these things can get kind of weighty for players, but certainly on a hat-trick right now, you won't not back Critchlow to bag a third in this match. Does seem to have the beating of Burkett.
And seems quite intentional. He looked to haven't gotten that one past in there. That one came in from the right side from Poon Lewis. Having controlled it, he got control and then with well-intentioned managed to put that one in the back of the net.
I also think he got too much space on that play. He was able to control and swivel and get that shot off. Not much of a challenge, really. So we can't put all the blame. I know the keeper is the one that lost his clean sheet, but we can't put all the blame on him. Does need a bit more defensive solidity in front of him. A bit more urgency from the four men in green just patrolling the front of his area. Urgency abounds for Ransom. He also got a spectacular one today and is showing that he does have the work rate to keep the opposition honest.
Certainly. And seeing him, the work rate that he's putting in, the man Ransom there, it speaks highly to his fitness and his agility. Playing a good hand for his team there, and First Citizens with the throw in there. That one meant for Nickel Stevens. Stevens looking to make a move and swings that one in Stevens, and that one goes over the crossbar there.
It was a good piece of football, well built from First Citizens. Shot from Stevens just a bit too high to trouble the keeper. Edwards in the opposition goal. They have shown that they have the elements to build on it, but Jared Rogers won't be beaten as Poon Lewis comes in for a bit of rough treatment.
That's a pretty tough foul there on Poon Lewis, but he's got back up. He's a strong lad.
Doesn't look it. It's like a gusty breeze can push him away, but he's shown himself to be a very rugged campaigner, playing in what is his secondary position. His primary function does allow him to swing those balls and really whip them forward with great pace as Phil Citizens bear down on the Guardian Group goal. Oh! Rogers just spotting it and using his toe to repel the attack. Well built out of defense. Too much for Poon. That pass from Johnny McIntyre.
And for Citizen is looking, this one is for Critchlow. Critchlow again, the man is in touch this afternoon. Here comes Ransom. Ransom on the ball there. That one pass back, playing a good hand in the midfield there and just looking to get this one forward now. Here comes Russell. Russell still on that ball. Russell looking to get that one for Poon Lewis. But that one is quite manageable there for Burkett. Burkett getting down and managing to easily control that one. Russell was looking to make something of it. Critchlow with the ball here. Critchlow looking for Poon Lewis on the right wing. Poon Lewis to McIntyre. McIntyre swings, looking for Critchlow. Only as far as Russell. Russell with space. Russell again still on the ball and a shot on goal, but brilliantly saved by Burkett, getting down just in time there, getting the left hand to it, and Burkett managing to strong arm that one out.
Yeah, just like midfielders need to string a couple of passes together, a keeper does need a good save, especially after the type of goals that have been conceded this evening from Phil Citizens. Christian Burkett doing well to keep his head up and just palm that one away. It's going to be a Guardian Group corner.
And this one is going to be taken, thrown in by the man with the golden touch this afternoon, Jovan Raffel Critchlow, on a hat trick.
Pretty good looking delivery as well, just unable to get any purchase on it. The man anticipating the flight of the ball. Just want to go all the way to Rogers. There's a lot of short options, but decides to go route one. Force to Marshall, not the Marshall you probably know. Capable in his own area of the pitch. It's Ransom.
And there's Ransom. Ransom looking for Russell. Russell to Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis with an opportunity. Still in space there, Poon Lewis. Didn't manage to get that one under control, but manages to hold on to it now, looking to beat his man there. That one goes for a corner. But Russell and Poon Lewis looking to link up there, Jovan.
Yeah, Poon Lewis really should have done better, but Critchlow, credit to him, just coming across to stop the second ball. He was in yards of space. So much so that even when he missed the chance, he did have another opportunity to get that ball back in. No matter, it's going to be Critchlow again. He seems to be on corner duty this evening. His team may want him in the middle.
Got a second opportunity at it there. He was very much displeased with that first delivery, but he gets a second chance at it. The man Critchlow.
Try and try again. Here's another. Ooh, and this
better
one is
opportunity. Absolutely brilliant from Critchlow. Teeing him up there with just trying to get the name of the player that scored that one, but absolutely brilliant delivery from team captain Critchlow this afternoon. He is indeed putting in a good shift there, Jovan.
It looks to be a Johnny McIntyre, probably one of the shortest men on the pitch. Just on that far post, showing his great anticipation, stooping to conquer that header. The fourth goal for Guardian Group coming in the 56th minute.
And that is actually the cornerback, Cleavon Brathwaite, with that goal scored there. Brathwaite connecting with his captain, Critchlow, number 15, Brathwaite, connecting with Critchlow, a good delivery from Critchlow there. And Brathwaite managing to put that one in the back of the net. So that's 4-1 there in favor of Guardian. They are in the goals this afternoon. Swung that one, but only as far as the defense. But here comes that is McIntyre. McIntyre and Russell there. Russell teaming up there.
It's Ransom.
With Ransom. Ransom back to Russell. This one is space for Critchlow. Critchlow again. But I think that's an opportunity gone begging there. Critchlow had an opportunity, just headed it a bit overcooked there and giving Burkett the opportunity to control.
Yeah, Critchlow touch just letting him down in that moment. Good eyes from Burkett to avert the danger. Just about 3 more minutes of regulation time in this first half remaining. Been a bag of goals.
Certainly has. What is quite noticeable though, Jovan, is that it's gotten pretty dark at this time. The time is just about
It's just about 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock this afternoon, and it's gotten pretty dark. We noticed some very grey clouds to the east of us.
Yeah, we just coming off of a yellow alert here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's been inclement weather throughout the Caribbean. The Caribbean Premier League hasn't had a match since Friday.
Certainly, yeah.
The Darren Sammy Stadium has been covered in rain for the last couple of days. But rain does only stop cricket. We here at the IBFL will trot on despite the weather changes. It's Ransom starts this attack. It's over to Poon Lewis.
Poon Lewis on the ball there. Poon Lewis back to Ransom. Ransom back to McIntyre. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre back to Critchlow. Critchlow back to McIntyre. Here comes Ransom. Russell with the ball there. Russell looking to line this one up with loads of space. Russell, for Citizens, has been quite content to give Guardian space. You would think that they would want to close down any play and not give Guardian too much space to work. But here comes Ransom on the ball. Critchlow holding on to the ball, controlling. Critchlow back to Brathwaite, Cleavon Brathwaite, the cornerback. And just managing to control the ball here, playing a good hand there, is Guardian Group. They're quite content to keep control of the ball, and good 1-2 touches. Shea passing that one, looking for Ransom. Ransom connecting to Critchlow.
It's better from First Citizens. Winning the ball high up the pitch. Starting the attack, they'll need a lot more than what they have available to them. It's a bit of a sub. Mr. Phillips, Abdallah Phillips, has left the right touchline. Oswald Samuel is now your linesman on this close side. Yeoman service coming from the bowling coach of Club Sando.
And for Citizens, look this afternoon to have been caught unawares this afternoon. It's been a bag of goals by Guardian. And this one goes a good forward ball there.
Good touch as well. Again, not enough in the box for them to trouble the Guardian Group keeper. Rogers is unbothered. Guardian fielding their customary two keepers. Jack Lewis is the one on this near side, about to receive the ball from Jay Critchlow. He has been looking for that spectacular goal this season. It's a credit to his ability and really his desire to play the game. Not settling for gloves. So out here trying to mix it up with the rest of them. Great tackle coming in from First Citizens. Need a bit more sharpness in the attacking third. This is Critchlow.
Critchlow on the ball there. Critchlow has been absolutely brilliant this afternoon. Looking to link up there. Critchlow. And that right there is your halftime whistle. And this KFC Interbank Football League this afternoon, coming to you live from the O'Mera grounds. At halftime, it is 4-1 in favor of Guardian Group. Guardian has been absolutely spectacular this afternoon. 2 goals coming from their captain, their inspirational captain, Raphael Critchlow. And we have 1 apiece from Cleavon Brathwaite and Tariq Ransom. On the other side for Citizens Bank, they've only managed to get 1 item. And we know going into this first half there, Jovan, they're going to have to go back in and strategize at least to see if they can get something out of this match in this second half coming up. But we look forward to an exciting time. It's been quite an exciting first half, Jovan.
Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but all the excitement really started when I arrived at the commentary position. Got here at 0-0 and had 5 goals since then. So, you're welcome everybody watching this Interbank Football League match here from the UTT campus in O'Mera. But certainly First Citizens really need to get it together. Guardian Group have shown that they aren't going to let up.
So are you indicating, Jovan, that you're somewhat of a good luck charm there, bringing some good fortune to the Guardian Group?
I mean, if you support the team in green, you might think I'm a blight. But certainly for Guardian Group, it has worked out for them, me being here this evening. Taking nothing away from them, they've been really determined and really, really skillful in the way that they've approached their execution of this first half. As we look at the coach just changing back, heading to the bench for First Citizens. He's going to have some strong words for them. He saw a half that he wouldn't have been pleased with. Had to remain neutral.
And he certainly would. I definitely concur he's going to have some words with them. But we saw some brilliant football from Guardian Group there in this first half. And at the halftime whistle, Guardian now leads 4-1. And they will be looking to up the ante as they get back in themselves. But we want to thank all of our viewers who have been joining us so far. We want to again thank our corporate sponsors, KFC. And this has been the first half of this first encounter here at the UTT O'Mera grounds between Guardian Group and First Citizens Bank. The score at halftime is 4-1. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back with you in just under 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us. I am Mortimer Primo, and joining me this afternoon, my co-commentator is Mr. Jovan Ravello. We will be back with you in just under 8 minutes for the second half of this KFC Interbank encounter between Guardian Group and First Citizens Bank. See you in a short.
Sports Stream TT. Never want to miss a moment of your child's sporting development? Sports Stream TT is an innovative sporting recording company which is in the eyes and ears of the parents, coaches, and sporting clubs. Contact us at 292-5357. Email sportsstreamtt@gmail.com or check us out on Instagram, Sports Stream TT. We can customize a package for you.
And we want to welcome you back to the second half of this KFC Interbank. The KFC Interbank League. This first game is seeing a bag of goals from Guardian Group, who are leading this encounter 4-1. We welcome you back this afternoon. I am Mortimer Primo, and joining me this afternoon on the commentator duties is Mr. Jovan Ravello. It's indeed a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. And at the start of play, we've seen Guardian Group manage to exert their dominance in this match. They now lead. They have a massive 3-goal cushion courtesy of their captain, Rafael Crichelo. This one again for Guardian, but a good touch there. Looking for Crichelo there again is Ransom. But Astral Edwards there trying to get the better of his man there, but good bit of man marking there by Shea Crichelo. Not giving anything away at all, but this one is a corner. Just seen a little bit of lightning there in the far east, just to the far east of us. This one is swung in, and a good header there, climbing to it, managing to get it, but ricocheted off of the defense and managing to get away there. Skinner with the ball there, Skinner looking to get to Russell. Russell passes that one. Ransom was looking for Crichelo there and looking to get this one in is Russell. Russell is going to throw it in. And this one is Guardian Group just looked to have picked up right where they left off, Jovan.
Yeah, and I think that was the message that would have come at the halftime talk. That's a great touch there from Ransom. Again, he's been very sublime this evening. Cross looking for Poon Lewis. Ransom, I think he had a little more time than he did. So Johnny McIntyre trying to keep the play alive. But yeah, I think that would have been the advice coming from the bench for Guardian Group. Let's keep it up. For First Citizens, you have to believe that it was the opposite. First team talk really from Abdallah Phillips. This one goes for a First Citizens corner. Yeah, he would have been chuffed to witness what happened in the first half to his side. He's unable to guide them along, to focus on his refereeing duties. Noble sacrifice. But it has his team on the back foot so far. Coach can only do so much. I'm sure he would want to lace up those boots and get back out there.
And that was
these players.
I certainly agree with those sentiments, Jovan. And this is a breakaway. Russell with space. Russell having Crichelo, beats his man all inside up. And here is Russell. And Russell going all the way, looking to put it home. Poon Lewis with an easy tap-in. And absolutely brilliant from the man Russell. Russell just bedazzling players all over the place there, beating the keeper inside up, took a stripe at goal there and leaving it for an easy tap-in to Poon Lewis. But Russell with the work, doing all of it, running about 45 to 50 yards there, I think, probably doing the most of it and actually getting this one home, Joe. But absolutely brilliant from Russell this afternoon.
Yeah, true coast-to-coast run, the box-to-box defender. Russell is bursting out of the blocks and there's nobody that could catch him. True sprint to the finish. And at the end, Jacques Poon Lewis gets the 5th for Guardian Group.
And Guardian Group is doing it in style this afternoon. Jack Poon-Lewis with his first goal of this encounter, taking the tally there for Guardian Group to 5 this afternoon. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliant run there from Russell. The winds have picked up quite significantly here at the ground. And here comes Ransom. Ransom looking there to link up with Critchlow, his captain. But that one a little bit overcooked there. But here's Russell. Russell again. Russell on the ball. Quite menacing this afternoon is Russell. Good bit of skill there. Good bit of footing there is Russell there.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he played the first half at all, Russell. Bursting with energy.
That goal for Poon-Lewis would have come in the 5th minute of the second half.
After 51 minutes, Guardian Group are in a very comfortable position. Won't fault them for trying to cruise this out, but given what we've seen, it doesn't look like they're going to let it go. They are forcing the issue. So another corner comes in. Bucket had a thought about that. He eventually let it go to his defenders. This one is slipped to Jacques Poon-Lewis, just got a touch. He's appealing to the referee doesn't want to hear it. Wants to dust himself off. This ball is not what was required from the position.
Just looked to have picked up a hard touch there, Poon-Lewis. But nothing called there by the ref. The ref certainly wasn't convinced that there was any infringement there. Here comes Ransom. Russell gets that one to Ransom. Gets this one back to their number 8.
This is Rogers, just redistributing it. Good patience shown here. This is Ransom in the midfield. Like I said, they are putting a little management into the play. Guardian Group looking to monopolize possession. Again, the goat mouth from the commentary position affects them. For Citizens have a long way before they can get back into this. We've seen a couple 4-4 draws internationally, especially in Champions League, but Sydney is a mountain rather than a molehill for the guys in green. One a bit too sharp, it's going to go into touch. Seen out by Che Critchlow.
And Guardian have been absolutely brilliant this afternoon. You must give credit to them for the kind of football that we've seen them come out. They've been quite positive on the ball, taking hold of every opportunity that has presented themselves. They've been quite composed at the back. Rogers has been impregnable in the goal for the most part. Only been breached once. And here they go again, looking for Critchlow. Critchlow with loads of space and time and looking for Poon-Lewis. Critchlow gets that one down flat, but Burkett manages to get a hand down, gets down to it. And a good stop, fortuitous for Burkett.
Yeah, that's brilliant stuff from Guardian Group. A little dink over the defense. So for Citizens flagging to get back. Critchlow, of course, brimming with confidence.
The thing is, I think they've allowed Critchlow so much space up in front, and he has relished that opportunity. He's on the hat trick actually, and who can blame him? You know, beaming with confidence this afternoon, their captain.
Sydney has put in a shift. Critchlow. More than double to his credit. Here we can see the frustration from the First Citizens attack. They really don't have enough in attack. Not enough movement, not enough speed, not enough bite really to overtake Guardian Group. You have to think that something has to change very quickly as Harley gets that one out.
And that's what has let them down this afternoon, I think. Their finishing has not been up to standard at all. They've managed to hold on to the ball a little bit, but the build-up to the play, I should say, it doesn't result in anything much. They've had that one opportunity where they managed to breach Rogers in goal, but aside from that, as you rightfully alluded to, they don't seem to have the legs, they don't seem to have the speed and what it takes up front to get the desired result, and that is more goals.
And they do need more than more. Trailing by 4 in this one. That opportunity just goes a begging for Guardian Group.
And that one came off the head of the goal scorer there, scoring the third goal. That is Cleveland Brathwaite, scoring the fourth goal for Guardian. That's the cornerback.
Some good work from Critchlow, just coming back from the forward position to put in a piece of defensive work. Nowhere is safe right now for First Citizens. Look to be short, really. It's being overpowered in all areas of the pitch as a substitute comes up on the far side of the pitch. Incredibly, it's going to be Guardian Group refreshing their lineup even more. Taking their time to do so.
And in the 57th minute, we've seen a substitution coming on there for Guardian, making their first sub of this encounter. That one comes in, and still with the ball is First Citizens, and Guardian having made their first substitution in the 57th minute of this encounter. Critchlow with the ball. Critchlow looking for Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis just didn't manage to get his footing there. We should remember that they have had to work with the conditions of the pitch. We're seeing some lightning in the background there. Hopefully it stays away. The rains, I should say, stays away, and along with the lightning, and allow us the opportunity to see this match out.
Yeah, and on the point of the pitch, it isn't as bad as we've seen it in previous weeks. Seems to have gotten a fresh haircut, fresh lineup. Not many divots. Is holding up so far during this match. May have gotten a rest this week. This pitch at Utt O'Mera. But no rest for First Citizens. This is a shot from Ransom, just getting a deflection. Burkett saw it all the way.
And that's a brilliant stop. That one could have gone anywhere. Burkett was quite alert to get that one. That one ricocheting off one of his defenders and going right into the glove, and good bit. And here comes First Citizen with loads of space, looking to exploit that space, but here is Skinner with the ball. Skinner with space now. Skinner looking for Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis.
Great instant control there in attack for First Citizens. This is Marshall. If you look at it, even on the counter, First Citizens are a bit outnumbered. This one is just spliced up. The eventually taken care of by the Guardian Group defense. They're going to come again, as they have for most of this match. They've been relentless. And the scoreline tells the tale. This is Critchlow. 2-goal hero so far for Guardian Group. It's cleared by Harley eventually. It's a good turn, shows him a clean pair of heels. He's on his way. If he wins the throw. Shaquille Edwards doesn't look the quickest, but certainly has been able to get on his bike a couple of opportunities. This is Marshall. Ball into the midfield, a decent enough switch to the far side. Astral Edwards just unable to get that one to a green shirt. Doesn't have much options. There is a top 3 for First Citizens, but it's lacking a bit of movement. They've had to toil for everything they've got this evening. It's been precious little. Just a reminder of the score, it's 5-1. This is Edwards, Astral Edwards. Good fight. Good. Look at that. The midfield just coming back for First Citizens. Or to stop First Citizens, rather. Rogers with a rare gaff. In the cover. To restart this attack.
And for Citizens, just probably looking to get some consolation out of this opportunity. You don't want to call it just yet, but it looks quite dead and buried for them this afternoon. They've come out and put in their shift, but they're going to need an absolute miracle to get back in this 4-goal cushion for Guardian Group.
I mean, this is the day that the Lord has made, and there can be miracles in football. This is a very mercurial sport. The reason we love it, people don't understand what you get out of nil-nil draws, but certainly when you come here and get 6 goals.
I certainly love the evangelical references there. But miracles do happen.
Sure do. This is Critchlow. Edwards just unable to link back up with his left back.
And that one goes out of play there, and it's going to be a throw into Guardian Group again. Again, First Citizens looking to still putting in a good shift. They just haven't managed to get the better of their opponents, who have been very stalwart and stood very impregnable in that defense this afternoon. And here they come again, looking to get something. This one looks like Russell again. Russell back to the goal scorer there. Ransom and Russell playing that one-touch. Poon Lewis with that ball, but again, his footing let him down there. That one just managed to slip a bit. That one going on to him.
Yeah, he tried to flick it around. He's being encouraged to really hold up the ball. Doesn't seem to be his style. He doesn't have an economy of motion. Jacques Poon Lewis, all action, all the time.
Good touch there by Skinner. That's a very good hard bit of tackling there, and this man Jacques Poon Lewis seems to be in all the action here this afternoon. You can look for him any and everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah, I think all those years confined to an 18-yard box have really built up the energy in Jacques Poon Lewis. He seems to be giving his all every time he steps on the pitch. Don't really know what his position is other than goalkeeper, but whatever he's doing, it seems to be working for Guardian Group. Does seem to be a great spoiler. Even when he's not in possession of the ball, he's still working for the team. This is McIntyre just put his own player down as well with that ball. A little piece of skill, just dragging it past the defender. So Grantham seems to be in a bit of discomfort as Critchlow, the goal scorer with 2 this evening, a bit too exuberant with his run. Judged to be offside by the official on the far side.
And
Harley.
And on that point of Poon Lewis and his work rates, he's quite a versatile player, able to play any position that you put him in, and quite rightly so. He's been confined to that 18-yard box for so long and in goal there, you know, and that one is played wide, and that one goes out of play there, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in. I think that at this point, First Citizens Bank have somewhat thrown their hands up in the air, and they have been quite pedestrian, just going through the motions at this point. A throw-in, Poon Lewis is going to get this one into play. Found Ransom back to the defender there.
So Jack
Corner.
McIntyre, good shot from him, just doing the job was Akil Harley. He's making up for that earlier poor pass across the defense. Isn't advised, but it's really not advised to misplace a pass in your own final third.
Certainly not. Certainly not. That can be quite devastating. Russell is going to be doing the duties, taking this corner. In the 67th minute, that one goes into play and comes right into the center, but again, the cornerback there, Cleavon Brathwaite, was looking for it. Here comes Ransom. Ransom to McIntyre. McIntyre gets that one. Rogers is playing mid-pitch. And how audacious of Rogers, leaving his goal and coming right out to the center. And that just goes to show you that Guardian are now possibly toying with First Citizens Bank, and that's a pull down there, and you hear the screams, the bellowing screams from the supporters there for their man. The first card of the match being shown here by referee Stephen Jones.
We spoke about keepers being bored. What about Rogers? He's actually playing keeper today, and it's a whole field length, a half field length away from his area. Do well to keep his eyes on it. Does look to have the pace, but the ball is always faster than the man. So Guardian could get ready to swing another free kick in. Lightning over the northern range. Almost lightning in the box. Burkett coming forward very well. It's a shot from distance. He's unable to control it, Critchlow. It's a great tackle on a Johnny McIntyre. This is Rogers. Ooh, you can see why he's up there. That's one for the highlight reel. It's Ransom. It's Critchlow. All of you is looking, but for who?
And again, Rogers, it is absolute excitement with keeper Rogers. Rogers has found himself to the halfway line. Shea Critchlow, however, Critchlow is saying, time to get back. You've had enough up front here. Time for you to get back to your duties. But we have a man down. Looks to be number 17 there from Guardian. Looks to have picked up a knock and is getting some treatment. But the first card of this match, the first yellow from this match, and the player there is going to be helped off. Probably take up took up a knock there, a little bit shaken up there. And he's going to be getting some treatment to the sidelines, helped off by the assistants. But the first yellow card of this match coming to the midfielder, Shaquille Edwards, picking up his first card for Citizens. And right on point is Edwards. Edwards with that one. Back to Marshall. Edwards passes that one back. And First Citizens looking to mount something here, something to encourage themselves, looking for somewhat of a consolation prize this afternoon, because Guardian with that 4-goal cushion.
If we're being real, I think they already got their consolation. Take a lot more consoling for this thing to come out of this defeat, or pending defeat. Never say never. But it just doesn't look like First Citizens Day.
Certainly not. And I would want to concur with that sentiment, Jovan, because after having gotten that first goal, you thought that they would have worked to get that equalizer, but it has really evaded them. And Guardian just kept putting on the pressure.
Yeah, and yet you're most vulnerable when you're chasing the game, and you have to feel that they got a bit too excited about the possibility of finding an equalizer. That's through caution to the wind. First Citizens. Some quizzical looks being shared between players.
That foul was committed on Gazon, Marshall Gazon. Standing over the ball there is Shaquille Edwards, one of their talisman. But passed that duty on to Nicole Stevens. Stevens now is going to look to get some proper distribution into the box. Nicole with that one goes straight into the safe hands of Rogers. Here's Russell on the wing there with loads of space. Stretching to get back there is First Citizens. Critchlow with a ball in, looking to find Poon Lewis, but a very poor touch. He has put in quite a shift, so I can understand there might be a bit of tiredness in those legs. And quite interestingly enough, we have players down. They have put in quite a workload this evening.
Yeah, and Stevens, Vince Heat footballer. He's accustomed to such heavy defeats, you have to think, but he has to soak this up along with the rest of his teammates. As Guardian Group just unable to further capitalize on their sway over this match. So a bit of gamesmanship there coming in from the player. This is the number 21 for First Citizens. This Tevin Peters just trying to be a bit too cute.
A bit too strong
with the trick through.
And Poon Lewis splitting his case there. Trying to...
We've seen it pass before, but it's a bit of the execution lacking. It is going to be a Guardian Group throw. Pending some consultation between the officials. Mr. Samuels just conferring with the AR1. Spoon Lewis with a couple tricks of his own, but just running out of real estate. It's a good turn by Johnny McIntyre. He's being hunted very vigorously. Success in the hunt.
We have a player down there. Looks to have gotten back up. Looks to be okay. And probably pleading his case there, taking a knock to the back of the head from McIntyre. But here comes First Citizens again.
And they have to understand that they can't run past this Guardian Group team. They have to have seen that after the first half, as this one is slipped through by Ransom to Critchlow. This is Poon Lewis looking to turn and shoot, but he's changing his mind at the very last minute. Referee has blown. There's a player in green on the ground. But yeah, First Citizens really need to understand that they can't outrun this Guardian Group team. They do have the bit between their teeth. They've outrun them, they've outworked them. Certainly outplayed them so far. Just a word on the earlier incident with the trick throw from assistant referee Ozzy Samuel.
But certainly it looks to some of the players, they're getting a bit agitated. Yeah. Poon Lewis being brought down there, and it is going to result in a free kick. And standing over that one, of course, you can't blame the captain. It probably, Critchlow is going to be looking for his hat trick.
I do have the notes, your notes here. And it's one of your topics on your notebook is don't let anger consume you. Seems to be some great advice here for these players as frustration can set in.
And you certainly don't want to go there. You certainly don't want to go there. Of course, this is a game of camaraderie between players. And here's a free kick. And the wall does its job, standing very stalwart-like. And that one is whipped over by Russell, is it? Russell looked to have latched onto that one and went for power. No direction in that one, and that one goes over the crossbar. And it's going to be a goal kick. And another player yellow carded there. That's the number 4 for First Citizen. That is Robert Castellano. Castellano just being red carded. A very miniature type kind of guy, very small frame. And Castellano just received this card. That's the second card for First Citizens this afternoon.
I think compact is a kind of word. Player won't take too kindly to being called miniature, especially in a game with such players of great stature.
Great stature indeed.
We have seen some miniature footballers.
Yes.
There's another one comes forward, and that's a goal. Did speak about there being some consolation, and there is more for First Citizens. They get their second of this match. 7 goals this evening. Score is now 5-2.
And that one came off the boot of Shaquille Edwards. He is one of the marquee players for Citizens. And that's when he latched onto it and given tons of space. And that is what you don't want. You don't want to indeed just become lackluster playing in this game here, to give your opponents any opportunity to get the best of you, because one goal can definitely see you, getting back in. That's all they need. It's just they need a little bit of motivation. But here comes Guardian again.
Waller from Corny looks really good. Just unable to get it under his spell. On the far side. It's still great quality coming out of the boots of these Guardian Group players. As you can see in that little passage. Spoon Lewis, he's going to Continue to challenge. Well spotted and taken by Christian Burkett.
And Burkett again doing the business for his team there. He has been breached 5 times this afternoon.
But he's had a very good second half.
Certainly has. Seemed quite a little bit more compact, getting into stride and a little bit more alert. The first set, a couple of goals seemed to have caught him unawares. But here's Ransom and Critchlow trying to link up there.
Very much like me. Apologies. A nocturnal goalkeeper, as it were. Mr. Burkett comes to life in the night. Let's see if that helps First Citizens swing this match in their own favour. Can build the confidence from the back. Certainly that goal a short while ago would help them find some encouragement in the way things have been going in the second half.
Certainly, they have just about 10 minutes, just about 9 minutes plus stoppage time, because we're into the 80th minute of this match. So they have just about 10 minutes. If anything is going to be swung and we're going to see any significant change, it's definitely going to have to happen now. But on the ball now is Guardian again.
It's Critchlow.
Critchlow on the ball there, taking the duties again of getting some good distribution.
It's Critchlow's cross.
That's a brilliant cross there. Actually, that one got to Russell. Russell just managed to get that one down. Wasn't able to get behind it. Here's the goal scorer on the ball here.
And more players behind the ball than in front. He had to turn around.
That's right.
Lots of trepidation, it would seem, from the First Citizens attack. As Stephen just takes control in the middle. It's a great effort there by Critchlow. Just dipping down into the middle field, the middle of the field, really to recover that ball. Again, he's applying some pressure. Marshall, that ball is going to go cross field.
And here comes First Citizens again, as you said, calling it right on cue, Jovan. They seem to have been rejuvenated by that second goal. And most of the time, that's all you basically need, because getting that goal, seeing the ball going to the back of the net certainly does something to you. It's now 5-2. So Guardian, you would say, has a comfortable 3-goal cushion, but it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, certainly not. Little things can make the difference. Saw recently in the Premier League where, not recently, but last season, Arsenal had a tougher time of it after they riled up the crowd in front of the Kop, as Liverpool's biggest stand is called. There's another side getting riled up. It's Guardian Group bursting into the box. Wicket at his mercy. Goal is open, and that's another goal.
Absolutely brilliant there. Absolutely brilliant goal by Russell, the man Russell. Turning the keeper inside out. Burkett being beaten inside out. And Russell doing the business. Russell running all around these players. And an absolutely brilliant finish there, Jovan.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have happened if, I have to say, the guys in green were a bit more alive. Several of them around him, they aren't attacking. They also aren't defending. Burkett really needed a hand in that moment. Russell gave it a foot. That is 6-2. No apologies if any of this industrial language is getting across the broadcast. The blood is very warm here at Utt O'Mera.
And you can sense the frustration from the players there.
You can guess which side is more frustrated. It's not a heavy defeat per se, but having conceded 6, it's not going to be a good night for these First Citizens players. As the match comes to an end, 6-2 is the final score. It's been a showcase of determination from this Guardian Group team. First Citizens are left to rue what could have been.
Certainly could have, and it's been a brilliant shift put in by Guardian Group. They now see themselves getting up in the table. Again, they have managed to come out victorious 6-2 tonight in this KFC Interbank Football League. This has been the first game of our doubleheader tonight between our 9th place and 8th place position holders in the table. And First Citizens Bank definitely would want to go back to the drawing board this afternoon. I think that they came out this afternoon, they were bamboozled a whole for a great bit part of the match.
Yeah, shell-shocked really.
Shell-shocked, we should say, yeah, by Guardian. Those two first goals that came in there and caught Burkett unawares. I mean, you know, you never, it's as you quite rightfully alluded to, Jovan, it's difficult coming from behind, and it puts much more pressure on you. You know, it sets the game up nicely for those that are leading. But then again, if you're First Citizens Bank, you would have wanted to do much better this afternoon. Unfortunately, they were unable to do so. And coming out with a 4-goal cushion there is Guardian Group. They did quite excellent this afternoon. And commiserations go out to First Citizens Bank.
Yeah, some teams do thrive under pressure. Can show great spirit coming from behind, but it hasn't been that kind of day for First Citizens. Really had the wind knocked out of them midway into the first half. Didn't recover from it. Did show some good signs in spurts, but this race was a marathon and not a sprint. In the end, fall to a heavy defeat in this KFC IBFL match.
And we want to thank all of our viewers who have joined us for this first encounter. We are getting ready for a doubleheader, second game of our doubleheader this afternoon, and we really want to thank you for joining us. It has been indeed our greatest pleasure. I am Mortimer Primo, and joining me this afternoon is my co-commentator, Mr. Jovan Ravello. It's been a pleasure carrying on these duties with you, and we thank you for joining us for this first game of our doubleheader tonight between Guardian Group and First Citizens Bank, which finishes in favor of First Citizens Bank with a 6-2 this afternoon. First Citizens Bank and Guardian Group. Guardian finishing, my apologies, with a 6-2 lead, winning this match outright this afternoon. So we thank you for joining us. We'll see you in a couple of minutes as we get ready for the next game that is coming up shortly in just about under 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us.
Sports Stream TT. Never want to miss a moment of your child's sporting development? Sports Stream TT is an innovative sporting recording company which is in the eyes and ears of the parents, coaches, and sporting clubs. Contact us at 292-5357. Email sportsstreamtt@gmail.com or check us out on Instagram, Sports Stream TT. We can customize a package for you.